It must not be a
Row 6.
It must not be a matter of simply counting and courting the votes of professional politicians. If we have learned anything over the period of the last few years, it is that old solutions cannot solve the new problems that are facing this country, that face this state, and face my own state, the state of New York. For we are talking now about putting something together for this whole country. We can and we should differ on solutions, on programs, and on ideas, but we can no longer afford to differ on realities. We can no longer afford to deceive ourselves. It is time we face the problems that exist in this country and exist for us or elsewhere around the world with candor and with truth. And it's on that basis I run for President of the United States. There is one overriding reality in this country. It is the danger that we have a erosion of a sense of national decency. Make no mistake, decency is at the heart of the matter. Poverty in this country is indecent. Illiteracy is indecent. The death or maiming of brave young men in the swamps of Asia, that is also indecent. Also indecent for a man to work with his back and with his hands in the valleys of California without hope of ever seeing his son enter a university. That is also indecent. It is indecent for a man in the streets of New York, in Oakland, in Detroit, in Watts, to surrender the only life that he will ever have to despair. It is indecent for the best of our young people to be driven to alienation and flight, to the terrible exile of drugs and violence, to allow their hearts to wither in rage and with hatred. This, in my judgment, the year 1968, is a time to create, not to destroy. This is a time to work for men to work out with a sense of decency and not with bitterness. This is a time to begin again, and that is why I run for President of the United States. And it is why I come here to the state of California to ask for your help. I cannot win the nomination without the help of the people of California, and I ask for your help. And I think there are things to be changed in this country. We have a brave country, a courageous country, and a people who believe with compassion about the problems of others within our own country and elsewhere around the globe. But we are troubled, and this is a disturbing time. As we stand here today, brave young men are fighting across an ocean. Here, while the moon shines, men are dying on the other side of the earth. Which of them might have written a poem? Which of them might have cured cancer? Which of them might have played in a World Series, or given us the gift of laughter from a stage, or helped build a bridge, or build a university? Which of them would have taught a child how to read? And I believe it is our responsibility to make sure that these men live. And that is why I run for President of the United States. Our young men, our young people, are our greatest natural resource. These young men in the rice paddies, the young men without jobs in the streets of our cities, the young men scattered across this country are a most important natural resource for this country, and we must bring them back into American life, and that is the reason I run for President of the United States. And my friends, there are other tasks before us. It is a time to begin to rebuild the Grand Alliance, to repair the bonds of trust and confidence with those historic allies whose friendship has been the basis of our security for so many years. It is time to recall to ourselves our true responsibilities around the rest of the globe, to recognize that we cannot sit frozen in indifference while every day 10,000 of our fellow human beings starve elsewhere in the world, that it is a monstrous disproportion that we should buy 8 million new cars every year while most of the world goes without shoes. I think there are things we can do, and I want to join with you in doing them. And I think that it's time that we recognize that frequently in the past we have measured our wealth and our progress by the wrong standards. Air pollution and cigarette advertising, the destruction of the redwoods, and the building of jails, all these increase the gross national product. But in my judgment, they do not make us richer. The health of our children, the quality of their education, the intelligence of our public debate, and the integrity of our public officials, these and other intangible values are not included in the gross national product, but they are the truest indicators of wealth and really the only true measure of progress in the United States. And this is the kind of wealth that I want, and I know that all of you want, for the United States of America. There is difficulty and division in our land today, but in the last 6 days I have been to Kansas and to Alabama, to Tennessee and to my own state of New York, and now I have come to California. And I think there is a stirring of something new in the United States. It is not the creation of any candidate or leader. It is nothing that I have made, but it is a sense that there is a possibility of a different future, that the American people are discovering that they control their own destiny, and that they are going to move ahead, that they are going to make this land as they see fit, and not as it is created by others 1,000 miles away. Some of them are young in years, as I see before me here tonight. But all of them are young in spirit. They are beginning to feel that change is possible, that hope is possible, that by the work of their own hands and the love of their own hearts, they can restore that fundamental sense of decency for themselves, for each other, and for our posterity, for our children and for the next generation of Americans. And I think that's what we're going to commit ourselves here in the state of California. There are still many who feel that their efforts cannot make a difference, but the alienated and the apathetic alike, I believe, will dwindle in numbers and decline in strength. And finally, they too will see, as more and more are seen every day, that we can make a difference. We can put this country together again, and we can turn its course around. And that's why I'm running for President of the United States. So I come here to ask for your help. I ask for the help of those who are proud of this country, proud of what we've done, proud of what we contributed, proud of what we stand for. And I ask for the help of those who are dissatisfied, who are proud of all these things, but yet feel that we could do better, that we're not going to stand for poverty, that we're not going to permit illiteracy, that we're going to find jobs for every young man and every young woman who wants to work, that we're committing ourselves to that. And I come here tonight to ask for your help. For those who feel that we can do better in Southeast Asia and in Vietnam, that those who feel that we don't have to be committed to the course of action that we've been following over the period of the last 3 and 4 years.
Right.
I think that we can do better. I don't think that the problem is easy. I don't think that there's an easy solution and that this problem is going to disappear. But I think that we can do better. And I don't think it means raising the white flag and just withdrawing. But I think we can do far better than the course we've been following up to the present time. I think that we can demand of the South Vietnamese that if we're going to send 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds from here in the United States to fight and die in South Vietnam, we can ask the South Vietnamese to do the same damn thing. To go in this primary. I come here to ask for your help. This is a difficult campaign. I need your assistance over the period of the next 2.5 months. With your help, we're going to win the primary in June. With your help, we're going to win in August at the convention in Chicago. And with your help, we're going to win the election in November. We need one more bit of help from you this evening. Hey, quiet, please. Hey, come on. We need one more bit of help this evening. Let me have your help. Let me have your help. Let him have your help. We have to get the senator safely. We have to get Senator Kennedy safely from here to his car.
Last take was wild.
What he was saying.
The camera that utilized roll 8. Also the camera utilizing roll 9 seemed to be responding primarily to commentary by Bobby, which would seemingly be most likely to get a reaction out of the audience. Again, the entire park sequence, St. James Park in San Jose, is covered in one camera on roll 8, and the other camera on roll 9. all the synchronous material on this tape roll is in sync with scenes on roll 9.